Hello, this is Plum Silver, and this draw is a draw I did to find out a little bit more about this fellow called Ismael Perez. Now, this is very important, and when you do a draw to tap into somebody's energy, especially you need to be very, respectful. So you say to for the higher self and the higher goods, always kind of use these statements that are positive. You say, I want to find out a little bit more about his information because I don't want to know about his personal life, more about his information and where he's coming from. He's actually sharing things, he's putting out things, he's being very vulnerable, and lots of attacks come at him, but he's actually pretty strong. It's like he's like a warrior. So I wanted to know a little bit more about him. I said, and yesterday I picked these tarot cards. And I went, oh, that's interesting because we got the Fool card at the top, and then we got the Two Pentacle, which means he's juggling something. I haven't had those picked yet, so I had only had that. And then I saw the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords comes from troubled times, but now we're moving ahead into a clarity of time, and the Swords is information. So he's basically almost coming from a time where there might have been some kind of war or like troubled time. I mean, we only have to look back at a few years or even further what we've been going through. So he's arrived into the community of truther out there and bringing information. And my God, he's got such a library of it. And it's just anybody, he speaks it so well that it's great for the public, I think. I like it. I resonate with a good part of it. And what I don't resonate, it doesn't matter. Let's not shoot the messenger. And I see a lot of people doing that, which is kind of like disturbing. He basically talks about also this evil force that has always been kind of sort of hidden. And he's really aware of it. So he brings it out in a way that it doesn't disturb us as well as bad, like in a lot of history. And my God, he's full of information. The Moon card, when I was shuffling this, the Moon card from this deck, which is doesn't have the same meaning as the Moon cards from a tarot. The Moon cards in the and in the Lenormand is usually about reflecting you or being recognized. So he's being recognized. But the Moon card also is being recognized for what? For what things have been hidden, behind the scenes and all that. And that's her three-dimensional world that is kind of run by this. And his gift, you see, we have the gift card in the center, the bouquet, that's a gift. That's his gift. And now, when I was shuffling these cards here, the men card, in Lenormand, usually you don't pay attention to upside down cards. In tarot, you do. But for this situation, just because it happens to be the men card, and that's the first one I lay down, I always lay down these ones first. I have a ritual. Always keep your ritual when you do cards the same. And it came that way. And then the woman's card, are like you see, they're connected by the head, by the crown. I went, wow, that's a beautiful layout. It's very artistically, the image of when you lay cards, you kind of have to pay attention to that and look at the beauty of it, like you got the star under and everything. But just to see these two like that and having the heart there. And his message, his strong message, his really strong message is about bringing some stability and a collective information that is delivered. He delivers, he brings it, and to give us a new direction, to bring some stability. That's his goal. When you have anchor, it's a goal. That's his goal, his spiritual goal. And he's a star seed because he calls himself a star seed. And in the material world, what he's doing is like he's bringing information from a dark time, and he wants us to tell us that we're connected by our mind and our understanding of information, that the intuition and the man is not interesting. It's almost like there's a reverse of the world's happening. There's a reverse here. It could be something to do with that is basically this information is going to really shake and cut right at the information and the mystery to help us understand our home, what we have here, or new kingdom, and to reconnect our heart. You see, reconnect our heart. This is a gift, and this information is going to give us having to make decision based on how we're going to exercise or argue, not argue, but there's a bit of a war, of a battle that we're like facing with this institution that is so materialistically, and we need to start expanding, to know more about all this mystery. So he's helping bringing this information. That's his gift, and that's a very positive image of him, I think. And just looking at these cards, I would say that he's a good person, came at the right time. This is time. This is like his sole purpose, and I hope you like that. Yes, definitely him. It's about information with a collective group that he's connected. There's a source. He's really connected to his source. I don't know, Star Seed, I don't know who he calls him, but he seems to be connected to many of them, not just one. He's sort of like a person who's actually, coming into a cycle. The Fool card is like bringing some trust, and he's like, he's not afraid to just put it all out, which is beautiful. And anybody that wants to go and just, start thinking that he's it's just some kind of evil person and bringing us information to fool us, it's like, really? Geez, man, everybody likes to shoot the messenger. This person is coming at the right time. So how about we just kind of sort of say thank you, and Ismael Perez, I think you're doing a great job, especially that when you have to go to the public and be ready to be attacked by a whole bunch of old truthers that seems to think that they know it all. Well, their egos needs to be a little bit sharpened, be more heart-oriented. Thank you.